In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to do over 100 QI damage in a Rise crossover. But before we go do that, would you guys like to have a chance to win a free Game Pass? All you need to do is drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment your Roblox username down below. I go in multiple Game Passes every week. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Okay, so whether you know it or not, it's actually 100% possible in the game now to do over 100 QI damage. So how you do this is based off of the new weapon that has been added to the game. Now, this is the weakest version of the weapon that you can get. And let me go ahead and make sure I've got my skin off so I can give you guys an actual proper show of it, which I don't think I have on anyway. And this is the Epic Twin Draconic Axes. So these are literally, as well, I have still the skin on. Let's quickly put a random skin on, take that skin off, and here it is right now. So at the lowest level you can get these guys at, they managed to about 622 trillion damage, which honestly isn't terrible, especially as that's the worst that they can be. They do cost quite a chunky amount to go ahead and get, but there's a way you can skyrocket the amount of damage they do. By a big amount. I'm not lying, like a huge amount. Anyway, though, so I'll just show you guys how much it costs to begin with. So to get these, they cost 86.58 QA damage. But if you use the upgrade machine, you can actually take the damage all the way up to this, which is on screen right now. So this is how much damage they do, roughly 3 times every time, and I'm not gonna lie, it becomes completely and utterly insane. So at E, they're gonna be doing 86.58 QA, and this is about any enchantments. D is gonna be 259 QA, C 779 QA, B 2.34 QI, A 7.01 QA, S is gonna be doing, actually I think it's QI there, sorry, that's 7.01 QI, S is gonna be 21.03 QI, SS is going to be 63.12 QI. It will take you a while, I'm not lying, it'll take you many hours to get this. I think someone said to me it was about, I'm trying to remember the exact number, but it's a very high amount of time we need for it. It's been over 24 hours of straight AFK in the game, even closer to 48. It takes about 36 hours to be just AFK on the best spots with a game pass to boost your cash you gain. So I'll show you guys how to get it in a second, but first of all, I just want to show you how much stronger it can get. So of course you use the upgrades to make it stronger. And now keep in mind, I'm using the worst version of it right now. I'm just going to see if we can get the enchant Sharpness 8, which, Sharpness 8, yeah, I'm not going to lie, it takes short damage from being decent to crazy. So we're going to start off, we're going to do a few rolls, and wow, we got Sharpness 8 second try. So now my weapon has just went, and by the way, this is the worst one you can get. Please keep that in mind. It's now doing 6.10 QI, which means my DPS is going to be a very high number. And now, of course, this is getting boosted by other stats I do have in the game. So you can boost this even stronger just by basically having a higher hero rank. That's one of the main ways to boost damage does. We know back up the Dragon Ball Island to not need to show how much damage I now do. But I'm also going to show you guys the best way to get this. And now you're going to need to be brute on the Dragon Ball Island. And I don't call it the Dragon Ball Island. I actually call it the Dragon City Island in the game. Just to avoid copyright there. But if we go to the Dragon City Island, I'll show you guys how to obtain this. Also, if you haven't seen already, they added a new code to the game. This is nothing at all to do with this video. But if you just use the code tickets, you get like 100 free tickets. So yeah, you should definitely use that code because who doesn't want a free 100 tickets? Anyway, now they're on the island. You of course notice all the new NPCs, but the main ones you're going to be focusing on the brutes. Brutes will give you 5 times the amount of damage. Not 5 times the amount of damage. You'll have a lot more than 5 times the amount of health, but they'll give you 5 times the amount of rewards, and you can take them out. So if we turn an auto clicker on, this is with my shadows. We're going to be looking at doing about 20 QA damage, which is kind of crazy, as it's the worst version of the weapon you can get. It is one of the strongest enchants you can get. We can also get Vorpal Aspect as well, which means we get a multiple hits, the chance of these multiple hits. So that can make it even stronger, and that can mean our DPS could skyrocket yet again. You actually could genuinely be looking at 300, probably even, you could probably go above QII with this update, which is crazy. It's QA before this update is still very high, and honestly, QA damage is still very tough. But it means I now one-shot the normal NPCs in this island, which is very nice. But as I was saying, if you do want to obtain this, you need to beat these NPCs here. Now, the ones to go for, I believe it's the exact same for all of them, but I'll show you where they'll spawn. So you get a Master Roshi there, you get a Green or a Piccolo here, whatever you want to call it. You then also, if you are trying to do the other NPC, and by the way, you only need like one of each NPC, and it's actually very beneficial to do it with other people as long as you can get credit for the kill. So actually what my guild's doing right now is we're all farming up this one over here. So you can see it right here, and if I now put my auto click on, well, you can't see it right here, but we should be able to see it in a second. We're going to make to like speed up the process skin. You see its HP bar there, it goes from 1 QI, and it's going down very fast. Now, so they did just drop, so no one's going to have that insane damage. But it basically means you can take it out much faster, and you get a very chunky amount of, I think it's about 1 point something QA per elimination there. You also get a lot of gems. Gems have now skyrocketed in the amount you can get, which is very nice, which you can donate to a guild. By the way, if you want to join my guild, there's a link down below in the description. But yeah, you can now donate to a guild and get stronger stuff, which pretty boosts shadows there. But hey, that's nice to see in the game, at least. Now, there's now actually some other uses for gems as well. It makes it quite nice. But if you are trying to get this weapon, so you are trying to farm the cash for it, like I said, the first thing to do is try and get in with other people. You're going to be able to do way more damage as a group than by yourself. But if you are looking for other ways to obtain it, the biggest thing I can really recommend to you is making sure you have 2 times cash. Now, this is going to pay the win, I'm not gonna lie. But you can get this with tickets. And off just the code of train, they've already got 100. So you just need to do some... You use the tower, you just need to do some dungeons basically to farm up now to get the rest of the tickets to get 2 times cash. It's probably the best game pass in the game to get. Now, it will not help you out massively in early games, so honestly, from the start, it won't be super lucky. But pretty much from Lucky Kingdom onwards, it's going to be insanely good for you. Murray Town is going to have a massive boost, and Dragon City is going to have like an inconsequential, that's not even a real word, but it sounds cool, boost the amount of damage that you can do in the game purely just because of how strong this weapon is. Now, this weapon, like I said, it can go all the way up to SS rank. You can't get stronger than SS rank, unfortunately. It would be nice if you could, but that's unfortunately just not how it works. And you can get sharpness on it, which I think, sharpness 8, which I think is about 6+ times the damage. We can actually check, actually maybe 8 times the damage. I can't remember the exact numbers on it. If we go over, we can see how much it used to do, and now we can see how much it's actually went ahead and improved to start doing. So if you're not sure, 1 QA is about 1,000 trillion damage there. So if you want to put in perspective, for roughly, and this is rough numbers I'm using now, right now, 1 QA is about 3 of these, and this weapon is doing about 6, so we're looking at 18, probably even 20, I'd say closer to 20 times as stronger it's going to get from sharpness on it. So if you remember, the highest it get to earlier was 63 QI, and you get sharpness 8 on that, you're going to be doing a stupid amount. You could even actually have the A rank one, that's going to be doing 7.01 QI from memory, and if you do manage to get the boost on that, you're going to be doing enough. You could actually probably even do close to it off the B rank one. Anyway though, guys, this is just kind of insane about how strong it is. Now, the other weapons in here are good as well, but please don't really worry about them. Don't worry about any other weapons other than focusing on the twin dragonic axe. Fortunately, the other weapon for the other area, you can do that, but this weapon is going to help you beat the game. You want to focus on getting your rank up. That is the only other way that you can increase your weapon damage as of the current time of day. So we respawn, and we just fell right through the map there. Also, dungeons are not the best way to increase damage, if people don't know, but to this current time of day, it's the only way to increase your damage is by going and getting your rank up. So if you go to the rank building and then you go to get your rank up, it'll be the other way you can get some increased. I'm not going to bother showing that. I was showing that a lot of other videos on the game. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. I would have made multiple videos on this new update. But if you did enjoy this video, consider dropping a like and subscribe to the channel. And hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one, guys. I don't know. I randomly go to this dungeon to end the video. Anyway, see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.